Welcome back to Sprague River Homestead on another Mailbag Monday. I'm Nikki, and today we're talking all about quail weights. So recently on Facebook, I had a question about what age and weights my quail finish at. Now, I'll start by saying that poultry don't really finish in the way that large animals do, right? Usually finishing refers to putting that last little bit of fat and marbling and that kind of stuff on, and poultry and rabbits don't really do that, right? But what we do have is a butcher age and a butcher weight. Now, I butcher most of my quail somewhere around the 10 to 12 week mark. I'd like to do them at 8, and I just never seem to have the time. But when my jumbos finish and are ready to butcher, they're usually somewhere in the 13 to 15 ounce live weight category. My standards vary a little bit. They run anywhere from 9 to 13 ounces, and that's because I'm actively trying to breed my standards up into a larger bird. All of my standards are multiple colored. My jumbos tend to be the Pharaoh or Wild or Browns. Everybody seems to call them something different. So I'm trying to move my standards. I'm crossing in some of that jumbo, trying to get some bigger birds. And that's just my own little fun tinkering project. So that's what I expect to see somewhere around the 10-week mark, right? Now, of that, generally speaking, quail have a really good dress-out percentage. And, of course, we're talking about Coturnix quail. They're going to dress out somewhere between 70 and 75%. Now, I found that most of mine go 75%. So you're kind of all over the place, depending on how big they were when you started. Typically, you're getting a dress-out on your jumbos anywhere from, say, 9 ounces to about 12 ounces. Pretty good sized bird. Now, of that, you'll lose a couple ounces to bone. They're not terribly bony, but there is some bone. Now, my standards, if you're starting on the low side of 9 ounces, you're probably going to get about 6 at finish, all the way up to about 10, really, depending on how big they get. So that's kind of where you're at for your dress out live weight to finished weight to completely dressed out weight. So that's it. That's my answer to that. If you have other questions, leave them down in the comments. You can also email me at srhomestead@yahoo.com. That's it for today from Sprague River Homestead. We'll see you next time. Happy homesteading.